Hello, seniors. My name is Mrs. Knapp, and I'm one of the school counselors who works with seniors at Carlisle High School. I want to speak with you briefly today about letters of recommendation. Some of you who are applying to college will be required to submit letters of recommendation. Not all of you will. So for those of you who are applying to college, your first step is to make sure your application requires letters of recommendation. Please don't waste your time or your teacher's time if you don't have to submit a letter of recommendation for your colleges. Others of you may eventually need letters of recommendation for a scholarship, so that's something else to keep in mind. If your college application does require a letter of recommendation, then we tell you that you need to speak to a teacher first before you put that information into your application. Speak to your teacher, ask them if they have the time and if they would be able to write you a good letter of recommendation. Give them the opportunity to say no if that won't work for them. If you've spoken to the teacher in person and it's someone who can speak about good qualities about you, good things you contribute to a classroom, and you want to ask them and they've said yes to writing you a letter, then you can move forward on the technical side of things. You will put your teacher's name, who is writing your letter of recommendation, into Naviance. So you need to log into Naviance through your clever.com and then choose Naviance. Once you're in your Naviance homepage, go to the Colleges tab. Choose Transcripts on the left side of the screen. At that point, choose Apply to College, and you'll see Letters of Recommendation at the bottom of the screen. Sometimes you have to scroll down, and it's usually a blue hyperlink. Click on Letters of Recommendation, and then choose Add New Requests. At that point, you'll get a scroll down menu with all of the teacher names at Carlisle High School. You can put that teacher's name in, click it, and hit Update Request. This will send an email to your teachers saying that they've been added, and it will give them the link they need to upload documents into your Naviance account. This is important so all your materials will go together. Your transcript, your application, your letter of recommendation, all of those pieces will go together through the portal attached to your name so that pieces don't get missed, things don't get lost, it all stays in one package. If your teacher, if the person you want to write you a letter of recommendation does not work at our high school, please email your school counselor so that they can talk you through how to get a copy of that letter uploaded into Naviance. Teachers can only send letters of recommendation through Naviance to schools that you've already put a transcript request in for. If you don't know how to put in a transcript request, there's a separate video for that. It's very brief. Just click over to that video after this one. This is what the screen looks like in Naviance under Letters of Recommendation. You'll see in the upper right-hand corner where it says Add Request. That's where you would hit Add Request, and then you would indicate which teacher you want and which schools you want the request to go to. You should default to having your teacher's letter go to all schools you apply to. If you apply to a college and add a transcript request after you've already requested letters of recommendation, your teachers don't automatically know that. So you have to go back in and request the letter from the teacher again, which will generate the email to your teachers so they can re-upload things into your Naviance account. So if you initially ask Mrs. Clayville to write you 3 letters of recommendation to Bucknell, Dickinson, and Stanford, she will upload her documents at once and they will go for all 3 of those schools. But if 4 weeks later you add Duke to your list, after you put the transcript request in for Duke, you have to go in and add that you are requesting a letter of recommendation from Mrs. Clayville to Duke again so that she gets the notification to upload things for Duke for you. If at any point in this process you have questions about how to navigate Naviance or you need help with your letters of recommendation, please email or visit your counseling center. Thank you. Have a great day.